Greetings, fellow Facebookites and fellow YouTubeites. Let's get ready to rock and roll! Today is Friday, June the 28th of 2013. And I don't know about you, fellow Facebookites and fellow YouTubeites, but I don't know how hot it is in your neck of the woods, but down here in Phoenix, man, we had hit 118, maybe even 120 out here. Oh. And, you know, in all the years that I've been living here in the valley, you know, I've always told myself, I live in a desert city, you know. But it seems like these last handful of summers have been, as Kiss would say, hotter than hell. Well, anyway, y'all ready for a little action? I've got my steak knife. What does that mean? You guessed it. Time for another package opening. Okay. Now this ought to be really cool. You know, I recently ordered this from on Amazon, and so this just got released this week from Shout Factory. This video box set. So, here we go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, so many classic TV shows, I've even got some a whole bunch of classic Saturday morning cartoon shows that I grew up watching. And this one that I've got is one of them. Many of you people out there grew up watching this show. It had been on for a long time on Saturday mornings, and this is one of the kinds of cartoon shows that taught us some very valuable lessons. And this show was based on characters created by someone who hosted this particular show. Ready to see what it is? Hey, hey, hey! It's Fat Albert! That's right! Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, the complete series. Yeah, from Shout Factory. Yeah. Yeah. You know, a few years back they came out with a few other DVD sets of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. They were released by a company called Urban Works Entertainment. But I think that company went out of business, you know, some number of years back. And so, but then again, but anyway, this is a show, one of the shows that I grew up watching. Now Shout Factory's come out with the complete Fat Albert series. This comes out with the original Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, as well as the new Fat Albert show, and then the syndicated adventures of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. So, in fact, here we are. There's 5 discs in all. The first 2 discs are the original Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, which aired from 1972 to 1976. And then the third disc is the new Fat Albert show, which was originally broadcast 79 to 80. And then the Adventures of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, which came out, was in syndication 84 to 85. So, got them all here. And one thing about the original Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, you know, and of course, you know, the man responsible for this, one of the greatest comedians of our time, he even starred in a long-running sitcom in the mid-'80s to early '90s, The Cosby Show. That's right, none other than Bill Cosby. And of course, he also You remember he also did all those Jello commercials and those Coke commercials too, you know. And also commercials for Kodak and service merchandise, you know. Even Texas Instruments, you know. But anyway, this comes out. But in the original Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids here, there was also some songs supposedly sang by Fat Albert, but it was a different voice. You know, the singing voice of Fat Albert was a man named Michael Gray. So, and in fact, on these previous editions of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids that came out a few years back, I can't remember the exact years, but anyway, if you were to read the liner notes, it would say that all songs are sung by Michael Gray, and in parentheses it would say, the singing voice of Fat Albert. You see? But it was Bill Cosby who did the voices of Fat Albert and Mushmouth and a younger version of himself named Bill. So and of course he also did the voice of this old man they called Mudfoot, you know, who always told tall tales, you know. So, but then when the new Fat Albert show came out, they did away with the singing part. They added a new feature. You know, Fat Albert and the gang had a favorite hero, the Brown Hornet. You know, kind of an African-American version of the Green Hornet, you know. And of course, in the later one, the Adventures of Fat Albert, the syndicated Adventures of Fat Albert and Cosby Kids, they came out with another one, Legal Eagles, I guess talking about, you know, the law and stuff like that, you know. And, you know, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, it dealt with some pretty heavy issues of that time, like lying and creativity, and of course, you know, there's also running away and doing drugs and stuff like that, you know. And, so anyway, but, anyway, let me go ahead and take the plastic off this thing so I can get these, take a look at these discs. Okay, and let me read this. It says here, hey, 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 the classic show you loved, now in a complete set for the first time. 4 seasons, 15 discs, all 110 original episodes, plus all new making of special on Fat Albert featuring Bill Cosby. I think there's also some supposed to be some audio commentary on some episodes, you know. So, I'll tell you what, you know, but yeah, Fat Albert and the gang, you know, let me see if I can get you, oh, well, you know, this, I get it. So anyway, okay, and anyway, I'll introduce you to the characters. I'm sure I don't need to tell you who that is, obviously. None other than Fat Albert himself. And, of course, there's, the younger Bill Cosby there. And I think that's supposed to be, Bucky, and that's Dumb Donald, who always wears a hood over his eyes, you know. And that's Mushmouth, right there. He's the one who always, every word he says is in ubby-dubby. It's like, hey bay, hey bay, hey bay, you know, something like that. That'd be how he would say hey, 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 yeah. Okay, and then there's this huckster right here named Rudy. And then there's Weird Harold. And of course, this kid right here, supposedly Bill's younger brother, this is Russell. Okay, so that's the gang there. Okay, and let me see if I can get these. Oh, there's also a little booklet that comes along with this, you know. Of course, one thing, I don't think this includes any of the holiday specials, because there was 3 holiday specials that came out. There was the Fat Albert Halloween show, the Fat Albert Christmas. Oh yeah, the Fat Albert Halloween special, the Fat Albert Christmas special, and the Fat Albert Easter special. See, I don't think that any of those are included in this. Let me just take a look in this. Yeah. Yeah. But I do have some DVD releases of those holiday specials. So anyway, this is the little booklet that comes with it. And okay, so Bill Cosby right there. That being Lou Scheimer, the man behind the production company responsible for this, Filmation. And that guy right there, I don't know who he is. House Sutherland, I don't know. Let me. Oh no, it's not. Here it says, from left to right. Oh well. From left to right, Lou Scheimer, Bill Cosby, and Arthur Nadel. That's who it is. Okay. And yeah, I tell you what, obviously growing up watching this, and of course the way they always say things at each other, you know, it's like Russell would say things like, Rudy, you remind me of school at 3 in the morning. Rudy would say, what do you mean? And Russell would go, no class. Yeah. And here's the episode listings. Oh, you know, Fat Albert says, if at first you don't succeed, you're about average. Okay, so yeah, it says here, bonus feature. Hey, it's the story of Fat Albert. Making of special with Bill Cosby can be found on disc 7. Okay, disc 7 of the Adventures of Fat Albert and Cosby Kids. So, and oh yes, there's that old guy, Mudfoot. You know. Yeah. Okay. Fat Albert and the gang. Yeah. Okay. Pick up these things and. Okay, so here's the first box. Now, of course, Fat Albert and the gang there, they play musical instruments supposedly made out of junk, you know. That's his little horn, which he doesn't have to blow into. He just pushes this little bag here. This is made out of a radiator and a funnel. Weird Harold, he plays the those strings there. Rudy has his own guitar. That's why I think this is obviously backwards. It should hold us to a mirror because Rudy holds his guitar the other way. And Russell plays those, I don't know if those bottles or whatever they are, you know. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Bucky plays that organ right there. Dum Donald plays a trombone made out of, I guess, maybe I think that horn part, that bell part, came off of an old record player. Yeah, you know, a pipe. So okay, Buck and Mushmouth plays that guitar he obviously made out of a box, homemade guitar there, and obviously Bill playing the drums out on a trash can, you know. So yeah, I tell you what, you know. But yeah, this is the show that kind of taught some, that would teach some lessons about life, you know, and whether it be through the Brown Hornet or through a song and whatnot, you know, and oh yeah, and things like playing hooky and stuff like that. Of course, you know, unfortunately these days, young people today, they're getting into a lot more serious garbage, and you know, enough to make you wonder, you know, how did these kids grow up, you know? It blows your mind. But yeah, Bill Cosby, he was the kind of you know, he's you know, Bill Cosby, you know, he's really good at you know, communicating with kids, you know. You know, for years he always did those Jello commercials with kids in them, you know, and so but and of course the fact that he also starred in the Cosby Show about that family, you know, teaching some lessons, you know, and excuse me. But yeah, this ought to be good, you know. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Yep. A classic show. This is now available from Shout Factory. Okay, so you can go to shoutfactory.com or you can go to amazon.com, or you can always check your local retailer to see if they got it, you know. Okay, well, with that being out of the way, okay, so anyway, I want to let you know that yeah, I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up. But before I go, I'll let you know that on my given that that's almost it's nearing the end of the month. On my next video, I think I'll do it tomorrow or something like that. I'll pass along my D-backs schedule for the month of July. Remember, on the road and here at home, and of course, like I may have said before, I know there's a lot of you fellow Facebookites and fellow D-backites fellow Facebookites who aren't D-back fans, you know, but of course, you know, whatever major league team you're rooting for, we'll see if the D-backs will come to your town, you know. You never know. So okay, but I hope you enjoyed the unpacking here. I know I enjoyed it. So with that being out of the way, that's going to do it for me for now. So until next time, hey, and of course, let's get ready to rock and roll! Crisscross applesauce out. See you later.